And good evening, everybody. We have a great show lined up tonight. We have Angel Santos here as our featured guest. We got Dominic covering for co-host. Chris seems to be having some issues with his camera. We'll figure that out as the show goes on. We have a lot of content to share, so let's get it rolling. And good evening, United States Drone Society. How's everybody doing? Hey, Dominic, how are you, brother?
Yeah, am I right?
Yeah. Chris is back, so I'm going to bring him in here and see. We got his.
Okay, let's.
Hey, Chris.
Sorry, guys. I was having a problem with my webcam earlier. I've been trying to fix it, and I finally got it fixed.
All right. No worries. All right. So Dominic had agreed to help cover for you, Dominic. I appreciate it. I'm going to put you in the back now. We'll bring you back in.
Worries.
Thank you so much. So, hey, Chris, how you doing?
All right. Just got a little anxious there for the past 10 minutes trying to fix my webcam. I didn't know what was going on. I tried plugging it in, plugging it back out. It said to reconnect, and I finally got it working. So, yeah, that's what happened.
Nice. No worries. Well, problem solved. And we had Dominic help cover if needed, so it's all good. Sometimes things happen. So, we went flying this week.
Did we? Really?
Yeah, we did.
I remember. It was nice out too. It was a nice day. Nice for cloud capture, because there were a lot of clouds in the sky. It just wasn't that great for foliage, but that will be, taken care of within a week or so. So,
yeah. So as I'm watching the replays, we have a lot of people that are in the chat, and I think that we spend a lot of time saying hi to the people. So I think I want to try something new. I want to try to get through saying hi to everybody a little bit quicker than we normally do, because we take up like a quarter of the show usually, just saying hi to the people. We still don't want to miss anybody, but we should try to get some.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we could say hi, everybody, and I think we still it's hard to pay attention to the chat and then talk with the guests and everything that's going on. And I actually watched the chat replay the following day, and there's so much that I missed during the show. So I'm thinking a way to that we got to improve that is we should do a better job, I think, at featuring the chat during the show, like bringing up everybody's chat and go from it that way. It'll be much quicker. We can get to the content and we can say hi to everybody at the same time. So what do you think?
Well, let's go for it.
Yeah. So we will do hello everybody today. We'll say hi to everybody, and let's see. Maybe you can do the chat, and I'm just trying to think. I think we should get the community's input on this too. If you guys have any ideas how we should do it, let us know in the chat. I think this week we'll say hi everybody. Let me know in the chat, and when I'm doing the chat replay, I'll see what everybody says and we'll go from there, because I don't want to make it feel like we're ignoring anybody, but I also want to make sure that we can get to the content and showcase everybody's stuff and not like get to the end of the show and realize, oh, we're in a rush to do the giveaway or something. So, we'll work on it that way and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm here in the back. And it's hard to feature everybody's comment up on the screen as well, because there's just the chat just blows up. I mean, it's like there's over 1,000 comments. I mean, in that hour, it's kind of hard to just, pop them up and everything. But we are taking care of it. We are looking at you. If I see something interesting that needs to be addressed, I'll pop it up too as well. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So this week I want to say not only are we going to be giving away the USDS mug, but during the 1-year anniversary show, Keith Russell won this Skyreat Mini 2 Skyreat ND filter set, and he had messaged me and said that he wanted to give it away to someone else who had a Mini 2. So we're going to give that away tonight. We'll do that later on the show. It's going to again be USA shipping only. But I was cleaning up my desk and I put them to the side and I forgot about them for a few weeks. And so I said, oh yeah, I better take care of this when I noticed that I hadn't given them away yet. So we'll do that tonight. So with that said, I think that we do Sunday Spectacular. You ready for it?
All right, let's go for it. Great, Skylar. Love his stuff.
Yeah, especially this past week. I've been watching his content throughout the week, and the fog shots are incredible. That building out there, just what a treat, man. If I had actually gotten to Lake Winnipesaukee earlier, I would have seen fog like that. But by the time we got there, the fog had pretty much lifted, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, Skylar has fantastic photography. And one of my favorites in there is that one of the boat, top down shot of the boat with the green, like over, like I don't know if he's using a mask on there, green mask. However he does it is really brilliant. I love it.
Yeah. So, man, I came in a little late, and hey, everybody's going crazy right now in the chat, man. So
it's so different not saying hi to everybody in the chat. I feel like we're doing things so weird here. So we'll figure it out.
But I just went down and there was about like 100 comments going on the chat, and that's why we're having problems with trying to get everybody in right away. It's just at the beginning of the show. That's why it takes so long. It's just that the chat's blowing up. It's kind of hard to get through it.
Yeah,
but we still see it all. So
yeah, and I like to make sure that if someone has a question for the guest, that we can get that question to them. So your best bet is if you have a question for the guest, tag me or Chris in it, and we'll see it. And hopefully that way we won't miss it, because sometimes people ask questions of the guest, and I won't see it till the next day when I'm watching the replay, and I feel bad when we don't get a chance to get those questions out there for them. So we'll figure it out. Yeah. So with that, we're going to bring in our featured guest tonight. Our featured guest is Angel Santos. How you doing, Angel?
Hey, everyone. How are you, everyone?
Yeah. Now, Nightbot's going to be sharing the link to your channel every 5 minutes, so hopefully everybody gets a chance to get over there and check out your channel and get subscribed. But for the people in the community that don't know who you are, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what drones you fly, and what you like to edit with.
Well, my name is Angel Santos, the Drone Guy 42. I fly basically all DJI drones. One of the ones that I fly the most is the Mini 3 for some reason. It's the fastest. The one that I always end up using the most. Yeah, I mean, you know, let me see. So yeah, I mean, I like using the Mini 3. The Mini 3 I use
Yeah, you got the Mini 3 or the Mini 3 Pro?
the Mini 3 Pro, and I use LumaFusion. I've been using LumaFusion to edit. I find it pretty simple to edit. A few years back, I didn't know how to do any of that, so I mean, I learned and I use Lightroom to edit photos and stuff like that. So pretty simple. You know, I'm starting to practice on my computer with Premiere Pro, so hopefully I'll learn with that. But yeah.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people using the Lightroom, like Steve Hyde. They use them to, and actually, it's something I'm interested in. It's like the next thing I want to learn with photography.
Yeah, Lightroom is awesome.
The masking. I don't know how to do it yet, but you can create mask, and it's like you can make one area of the photo. You can change the color profile of it, and then bring out the colors in other places. So you can make an entire picture black and white, except for one section of it. Bring out the color. It's something I want to learn, and I don't have any clue how to do it. So, but it's is that you working with any of that?
Well, no, I saw that. I saw that recently also. So I wanna try that also. Hopefully, I'll learn little by little. I'm still learning the app. I mean, you know, I know how to edit the colors and all that stuff. I mean, I'm actually good with that. But yeah, that's something I'll learn. I mean, my pops is a photographer, so I mean, I guess you know, something I have in me already. I mean, I'll learn. I'm learning the app day by day. So yeah, that's something that I'll definitely learn. But yeah, it's always good. I mean, if you have the app, it's good to learn every feature in it, you know, and to do every, you know, I think this is, you know, the good thing about this is that you learn every day something new. So that's what we're here for. You know, every day we learn out of, especially seeing everybody's pictures and stuff, and you learn out of everybody's stuff and watching other videos of the channel. So, and I'm learning day by day. I'm you know, I'm new in this, so.
Yeah, and Captain Joe just said that it's easier to do it in Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't use the program that you mentioned. What is it again? Lightroom. I don't use Lightroom. I use Photo Director, and I know there's a masking tool in there. I just don't know. I just don't know how to do it. And I'm gonna learn it. I never knew that's what it was when Steve Hyde and them were posting their pictures, and I just didn't know how to do it or where to start. But I'm gonna get into it, and maybe what we can do is we can learn a little bit of it together too. See if we can get some help from Steve. I think Nick might be doing it also, and maybe get some help.
Oh yeah, definitely. That would be great. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because Nick Smith actually did a guide. We have it in pinned topics in the group. He did a guide to, I believe, long exposure shots, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So that info is there in the group if anybody wants to check it out. I like how they do it when they like focus on a target and then they're following it, and then everything else looks blurry but the item that they're following. So I think that's really cool. Something else that I'd like to get into, but man, that's the thing. There's so many things that you can do with photos.
Yeah. So many tricks and so many, you know, it's. I mean, like I said, YouTube is like a school. I mean, you learn. There's so many videos out there. You want to do something, you'll find it. So that's actually great about that. You know, you can get ideas from different channels, different people. So, you know, I always try to support everybody just to learn, you know, and pick up things. So.
Now, I believe when I was. Oh, sorry, Chris. Were you going to say something?
Oh, I was just putting in my 2 cents that I've used Lightroom before, and it's very nice, but there is a learning curve. So like any software, there's a learning curve. So it's like, you know, but if you know something from one app to the next, you know, it kind of coincides, but there's a lot of, you know, pros and cons to each app, each program, I should say. And I go with Photo Director too, but I'm going to get more into Lightroom to see, you know, what I could do with that as well. Because I'd like to try some masking as well.
Right now, I've been using it on my iPad Pro. I mean, they recently just got it for iPad, so I have it on my iPad Pro. I find it sweet. I mean, you can download it. You can even use it on the phone. I mean, you're somewhere. If I'm anywhere and I want to throw out a picture out there, I mean, I'll do it right away. I mean, that's the good thing about it. So
Yeah.
you don't actually have to be on your laptop to do that. You know, you could do it right away. So that's the beauty of it, which is pretty
Yeah,
fun.
I used to like seeing. I always see in the videos of someone like with this big tablet, and they got the stylus for it, and they're editing their photos and like that. At that time, I had no idea. I've just never been into photography. Only after getting into the drone hobby, you know. And when you got into the drone hobby, as I recall, I believe in your interview with Ray Kelly, you said that it was your uncle who got you into drones, and you started off flying the little toy drones, right?
Little toy drones, yep. First one I
Yeah,
started.
and
First one, it was as small as my hand.
yeah, I'm sorry, your audio is cutting out and you're lagged up a bit there.
Is it back to normal now? Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right. You just came back. Happened.
Okay.
I believe you said you're doing this on an iPad, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to help adjust your audio. It's still cutting in and out, so hopefully everyone can bear with us. It's all right. I can still hear you though, so I'm sure everyone else can. Now I have 2 videos of yours, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to share it, and I have 2 videos because the videos that you sent me really short, so I said we got plenty of time to show 2 of them. And as I play the video, you can say what you want to say. You can narrate it however you want. You can tell us where you were flying, what you were flying. I think we're going to go with the Garret Mountain one first. Okay, let's do that one.
So this one actually was in 2 places. So this is in the reservoir in Greenwich, New Jersey. So I kind of mix between both of them. This is a Garret Mountain too. Actually, this place that you're seeing right now in Garret Mountain, back in the days, people used to swim in there. It used to be a small beach, but now you can't even.
Oh, it used to be a beach.
Yeah, this one right now. They're showing right now.
Oh, a lot of algae there.
Yeah. But back in the days, it used to be really clean, and I mean, people used to swim in there. It wasn't like that. So, and this is a reservoir. This water, this is super. This is beautiful here. Like I always pass by. This is actually in Winnipesaukee, New Jersey.
So that's a fountain right there in the water?
Yeah, that's a fountain, yeah. So further up, I mean,
Now you were flying the Mini 3 Pro here?
I know. This was actually the Air 2S.
Okay, the Air 2S. Now when you flew over these wires, did you get any interference?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm actually standing to the right side of the bridge, actually. There's a parking area. So I'm actually standing there, in my car. I'm just right there in my car, and my signal was great. I mean,
yeah, that is really cool right there too. I like the dam right there. That's really nice.
It almost looks like a cartoon on the waterfall there. That's cool how it looks.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's actually the real water, but that's really cool.
Yeah, it did. It was really nice. I would love to see. You know what? When I seen this the first time, I was thinking about when we were talking about long exposure shots, and I would love to see someone get down there at that water and grab a long exposure shot of that dam.
Yeah, I know. Really cool. It's just really tough to get down there. I mean,
and I think what makes it so appealing is the way the dam wall looks. It's like very aesthetic looking. It really looks nice. And the way the water falls, it like sheets off of there. So I would think that would make a really cool photo.
It's a beautiful place. I mean, I want to get down there. I think the next thing I'm gonna try is trying to get as low as I can with the drone, and try to get one of those long exposure photos. I'm gonna try that one. I just haven't tried. I mean, that place is quiet. You won't get bothered. Nobody will bother you. I mean, it's a flying zone, so. I mean, as long as you don't bother, that's why I like the Mini 3. I mean, I was flying the Air 2S. I mean, if I get a long exposure photo, I'll probably try the Air 2S. So we'll see. I'll try to get it low and, let's see what happens.
And Akarashu had a question over here. He said, what are those boxes behind Angel?
Oh, those are the guys that I have around here. One of them is right here. I have the Avada, you know, the Avata, that's the motion controller with the integral goggles, the Air2X box, the Air2X box, and the Mini SE. I do have the Mini SE. That's the first drone I have from DJI.
That's
and I still have it.
yeah. That's a great drone. I don't care what
Yeah.
anybody says about the 2.7K.
It's usable. I love it.
It is. That's what I learned on too. You know,
Yeah.
and I mean, well, as for a DJI drone, and I mean,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
still,
Same here.
it could still hold up too if you really, you know, people don't really know. You know, a lot of people are actually watching on a phone, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever. But I mean, still 2.7K.
Well, I mean, nowadays, I don't think not too many people sit down in the computer to look at videos. Sometimes you're in your car somewhere else and on your phone, your tablet, and you're watching a video there. I mean, even though when I record videos, I always try to look at my tablet, which I have the big one.
Mhm.
I want to make sure, you know, that the video looks good. I mean, most of the times it does. I mean, I used to do the auto settings, and I just started using the pro settings right now. So I don't know.
And
I don't know what.
Ollie Grayson just said CNN shoots in 1080.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mhm.
I mean, nobody uses. You know, I mean, yeah, you won't see 4K. So
Yeah.
even 1080 is
Actually, you
good.
know, the whole reason that I do my videos in 4K is really not for although there are some people who want to see it in 4K,
Yeah.
but most people are watching it on their phone or on a device that does at max 1440, right?
Yeah.
But I like to post them because then I can go watch them on the 65-inch curved screen in the living room, and like sometimes you just watch it. It's such a different experience when you watch the screen like that. So it has its plus, you know, to it, and not everybody will view it at that rate. What I hate is when I upload something to Facebook and they really chop the quality. Like I'll give them a crisp, clean 4K version, and the version that they share at max, they'll do sometimes 1080.
Well, I figured that, I don't know, I kind of figured that Facebook, and I noticed that Facebook and Instagram, I like the quality is way better than YouTube, because YouTube really kills it. I mean, I hate, you know, posting videos on YouTube. I usually do is I put them private, leave them like that for like a day, and then I'll put it public. You know, they'll decide to put it on 1080p. So that's what they're gonna do.
Mhm.
But I mean, with the Air2S, I use the full resolution. I go 5K. So in case I got to do cropping and stuff like that, and I always record for 430 on my Mini 3 Pro. So to get that HDR, you know, on it. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it is
So-
what it is.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do now is I actually do have a Mini 3 Pro video that you posted. It was a sunset, I believe. We're gonna play that now. And I think this is a good this goes to show, you know, you were filming this in the night mode.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny. This was funny because I was actually waiting for somebody. I was out in Walmart, and I noticed. I mean, I'm always looking around for stuff, so I noticed that the clouds were like this, and I said, you know what? Let me just bring Mini 3 Pro out, and this is what I captured.
Wow, that's a great color
This
going on
is
there.
the beauty of drones nowadays. What the beauty that you can see in the bottom, when you bring drones up, you can actually enjoy the beauty.
Yeah, and you have to remember too that this version right here is a 720p downloaded version to play for the show. If you go watch this on his channel, he has it in much higher resolution, and the clarity is much better. But the colors are amazing. I love that all over there on the horizon. That's incredible.
There you got you got the yellows, the orange, and the purple and the blue. It's almost like a rainbow.
Yeah, that was basically what I was looking at. I didn't care at the bottom. I just was focused on the sky.
Yeah.
The beauty, you know, the colors. That's what I wanted to get actually. So
Yeah,
that's my main focus.
So as I've learned about your journey through the drone world, I have a question for you I wanted to ask. And the question I have is, could you share how your experience with the DJI drone played a pivotal role in your journey into the drone community, and how it influenced your approach to drone technology and flying compared to your initial experiences with smaller drones?
Well, I mean, before with these toy drones, I was like, I mean, I like photography. Like I said, my father's a photographer, right? and I heard about DJI drones before, and I used to criticize them before because I didn't know. And I used to play with these toy drones, and I got one more drones with the camera. It bounce all over the place, and I can't do nothing with this. And once I bought that mini Mini SE, I saw the difference. I saw how incredible this drone is. You know how stable, the quality of the camera, even though it's 27K, and it got me more interest before. Even though I got a lot of people used to tell me, listen, you're good at photography, you don't do it. I wasn't interested. I didn't have any type of interest. Once I discovered the DJI drones thanks to a couple of videos I saw. It's like crazy. I'm crazy. Like I'm crazy about photography, about the drones. I mean, all the technology it's awesome. It's just amazing. I mean, it brought something out of me that it was there and I never had interest for. And now everywhere I go, it's just I'm looking all over the place. I mean, where I could get a great video, a great photo, and now I'm even going for the part 107. I want to put this out there. I mean, I want to sell my stuff. I want to make money out of it. Not only make money, but enjoy what I'm doing. I mean, I enjoy what I'm doing. It's awesome. It's just amazing. It's another. Anybody that right now I'm teaching my son. My son sees me. My 8-year-old. That's what I'm going to use me to teach him. He wants to be like that. So. I'm proud of what I'm doing right now. I mean, I'm not trying to get, I just want to, I enjoy what I'm doing. I have my work out there. Like there's a lot of people that do the same thing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wanting to turn your passion into a paycheck for you either.
So
there are a lot of jobs that the people are doing that they don't want to do. Why not do a job of something that makes you really happy?
So I mean, I want to open a business. I want to do a photography business. I also want to include drones in there, and I do a lot of printouts. I just most of the printouts I do is either for close friends from me, but I mean, I could make money out of it because they come really nice. I print them out before, and they're beautiful photos. I mean, and I say, why am I not making money out of this? It's something that I have right now. So the technology nowadays compared to before is like amazing, and they keep on improving more and more. I mean, with this drones, it's insane. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I like I said, you don't have to have the latest drone. I mean, as soon as you have a DJI drone, I think you have a great camera. I mean, they're awesome.
Just amazing. Now, what service are you using to study for your 107?
I have Pilot Institute.
Okay. For those people that are interested in the 107, I don't know if you're aware, but we had teamed up with Pilot Institute sometime last year. And there's actually a discount for group members. And if you go into the pin post, you can get a discount on a Part 107 course with a drone maneuvers course also included. So, if that's something that, suits you, go check it out. That's not a paid promotion. I don't get anything for saying that. It was just something that I, had spoke with Greg about because I did an interview with him and, he was down. So it's always helpful when, the community can come up with little ways for people to save some money. So, good.
I mean, I actually met some guy that because I had the course, but it's for me it's really tough to study by myself and hard. So I just met somebody that he actually helps people with Pilot Institute. So he actually offered to train me. He's gonna help me with my 107, and on top of that, he trains people to do search and rescue missions. So that's something that I plan on doing also, working for the government and the police and stuff like that, doing search and rescue missions. So listen, once I start making money, I mean, my normal job is going around cleaning fish tanks, but the good part about what I do is that I travel a lot. I go to a lot of places. So I mean, it's like I saw a comment in the chat right now. One of the best things about drones is that you can admire the beauty of the world and of everything that you can't see from the bottom. You cannot, when you're down here, you actually see a lot of, even over here where I live at. I mean, if you go around the street, it's not the best, but you put the drone up there, it's so different. It's you enjoy, admire the beauty of where you're at. So
yeah,
I say, I mean, it's like a lot of people say that, I don't fly here because there's nothing interesting for me to fly. It's not true. I mean, everywhere you fly, everywhere you live at, there is something that's interesting about that place that you could fly and find some, just gotta, you gotta be creative and, have that in your imagination, your eye. I mean, So it's
Yeah, I think that I think it boils down to it's not just you have areas that you fly at regularly. I can't even say that word right, but you get it. You have places that you fly often, and you feel like when you go there, you're just going to be filming the same stuff. So when I go to places like that, I always try to find a way to get a different shot or a different perspective every time I go there. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But the exploration part, that's what I really like. It's like when me and Chris are planning a trip somewhere, sometimes we'll be hitting Google Earth and we'll be looking around on Google Earth for little nooks and crannies along the coastline that we might not know about, and we check it out. And that, to me, is the addictive part of finding somewhere to fly.
Yeah.
But if you do fly around at the same places all the time, try to mix it up and always try to get something different, sometimes you just put the drone low in a corner somewhere and you just find something that you didn't expect that was going to be there, and you'll find it. So that part I like too. And in general, I just like to fly. Sometimes I'll put the drone up and I'll just look up at it and I'll just watch it as I'm flying it around in a circle, seeing how fast I'll bring it back and I'll stop the drone and then I'll just hit the sticks both forward and it just takes off and goes, and that's fun to watch sometimes. Sometimes it's just fun to fly the drone and not for video, just having some fun flying it around.
So like Garret Mountain, that place Garret Mountain, that's actually like 5 minutes away from me, So I mean, I fly there a lot. I mean, especially my Avada. I mean, I fly my Avada a lot. I mean, and what's good about that is a huge place. So I go to different parts of the mountain and I try to, So I recently just posted the first time I crashed my Avada. Actually, it wasn't fun, but I guess that could take a hit. I mean, nothing happened to the drone. I mean, it hit the ground and then it went back up again, and I recovered the drone. But I mean, listen, it's a great hobby. I mean, it's a great hobby.
Yeah.
I'm
and with with the great hobby, we have a great community. So I think now's the perfect time to bring in some members for our open chat and get the discussion going with other people. So I'm going to try to bring them in as they arrived early. We got Bud. How you doing, Bud?
Hey, Bud.
And we have Jim. How you doing, Jim?
Hey, Jimmy.
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, man.
Good. We got brother Dominic in the house. How you doing, Dominic?
Hey, Dom.
You're muted. Dominic, you're muted. Or you hit your cord again. Hey, Keith. How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. I'm sorry. I forgot about these for a few weeks, man.
I didn't forget.
Yeah. And we got Ken in the house. How you doing, Ken?
Hey,
Ken.
guys.
How's it going, buddy?
Back from the dead almost, man.
Yeah. Feeling better.
Yeah, I've been real sick since Thursday. I was out of work Friday, and it was bad. It wasn't COVID, but it could have been. I mean, it was awful. But
yeah, I've had some. I went into work on Tuesday last week, right? And a guy came in. I saw a guy walk in with a mask and gloves, and I'm like, oh no. I mean, there's a big sign on the door that says, if you feel sick, don't come into work or get a test, right? So I'm working in the lab. He comes in. I'm saying, so how you feeling, man? He's like, oh, terrible. I got COVID this weekend.
Great.
And I'm just, I just shut my mouth. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Sorry about the swearing. But that pissed me right off, man. It's like, our building isn't that big. And, it's like, but everybody's getting sick. It's that time of year again, but,
no matter what your beliefs are on the subject, if someone says they had COVID, stay the fuck away from people.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right? No matter which way you believe, honestly. If
people
you
were mad, because I was in the back small room doing some measurements, and one of the machinists came in and said, I can't, he swear, and he's like, I can't believe this. I was coming into the lab and the guy's coughing, walking around with COVID, and we're like, you just don't, I mean, yeah, it's, around this time, it's kind of like, you get it, you get sick. It's almost like a cold nowadays, but still, I mean, even if I had a cold, I'm not going to come in and, risk anybody else getting sick. I'm
not going to sneeze in people's faces.
Exactly. And that's just, it should be like
and that's why you leave work when you're sick and you go and you fly. You fly your drones.
And that's
yes.
There you go. There you go. Right there.
You leave
right there. Sorry.
I mean, really, what else can you
I
do?
got
You do
batteries
the
charged.
responsible thing
I
is,
don't feel good.
yeah, you do the responsible thing on your end, and you just, you leave. But that's the thing. Even if you're sick, if you can still make it out flying, go and do it. You can do it all by yourself with nobody around.
It was that bad. I couldn't. I went out tonight for about 10 minutes down at Bull Point to get some shots of Providence. I just uploaded them now to the group, but I was so done that I couldn't even fly. It was that bad.
Can we get back to the subject at hand? I have a question for Angel. Of the drones you have, what's your most favorite?
I will say the Mini 3 Pro.
Oh, really?
Over the air 2S, huh?
I know. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love my Air 2S. The reason I like the Mini 3 Pro is because I could fly that guy anywhere. I could be around so many people, and I just bring it up, and nobody can hear it.
Quiet.
I could
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, nobody can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Mini 2 is like that.
I actually had that guy. I flew the Brooklyn Bridge. Actually, that place is always packed. It's crowded of you people. I mean, I was sitting in my car and I just flew it, did what I had to do, and brought it back up. Nobody ever noticed that I was flying. So I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Cool.
Yeah, very discreet.
I mean, the Mini 2 is quiet. The Mini 2 is quiet, but the Mini 3 beats it. I mean, it's super quiet. You can't even hear that guy.
Mini 4.
Mini 4. I mean, I don't want another Mini. I mean, I have enough. I think I'm gonna go next for the Air 3, either Air 3 or the Mavic Pro.
Yeah. Hey Jeff, is your mic working?
I haven't said a word, so you tell me. Is my mic?
Yeah, I thought you were working on your audio because I said hi and you were. I thought maybe you were having an audio issue.
No, I'm just had nothing to say till you invited me. I didn't want to talk on top of Angel because I love this video, so that's why.
I have to thank you again. By the way, Jeff saved the day. So I've experienced. Listen, I'm new to photography. I've only been doing this for like a year, so I'm still learning things, and I've encountered something that I've never had happen before. I got home and I merged some raw photos that I got of a pano. And when I had merged the pano, it created a file size that was so huge. And even when I converted it to JPEG, it wasn't small enough to fit on Facebook. I was having an issue trying to upload. It wouldn't upload. It turned out the file itself was like 20 feet wide by 6.5 feet tall.
That's what he told me. I was like, what?
Paul was trying to sell it for a billboard. So don't need that on anything online because our screen
said, no, fuck you. We don't have the bandwidth.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't know that. I didn't know how. It was the very first time I've ever had to change the resolution on a picture file like that to compress it. And it compressed it to like kilobytes. It was really small after. You miss out on,
and it looks great, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The PNG is nice, but I think next time I hire an airplane, I'll fly it behind on a flag. Yeah. So I appreciate you helping me with that because that threw me off. I'm like, how am I going to get this picture uploaded?
No worries. I'm glad I could help you.
Mad problem.
Oh, you know what? And I did that, Randy. I did. Get it in a JPEG smaller, but the problem is the resolution on it was ridiculous. It was 20 feet wide by 6, and Facebook won't take it at that resolution, no matter the file size. But it's all that resolution. But yeah, we got it fixed, and I really appreciate your help.
No worries.
I think now's a good time too to share everybody's photography. What do you guys think about Best of the Rest?
Right.
Good. Well,
love it.
Always good.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it. If you're going to have noise, please mute your mic, and I'm gonna play it now.
I wasn't quite sure. I wasn't quite sure, Paul, if you put in a rap soundtrack with someone in the background going, yeah, yeah, or Bud Beeper didn't mute his mic.
Sorry.
Yeah, what up, homie?
I'm drinking my COVID medicine.
We call it that too, bud.
So we were talking about when we were talking to Angel earlier, we were talking about the masking, and one that particularly stood out in that batch to me was Alex Escardo's shot, because I know that he used the masking in Lightroom in that photography, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. I want to learn how to do that. I want to be able to change the colors of certain things and bring out others. I want to learn how to do that. So
he's got a technique.
Yeah, it's a learning process, and I saw the first tutorial video for my program on it. They kind of promoted it. See, I actually ran into an issue this week, and I'll tell you, it was a hell of a time. So I go and I grab all the content for the show, and I sit down to start editing. And I open up my editor, and it pops up and tells me that there's an update, so there's new content available. So I'm like, okay. So I always grab the update, and I, see what they got that's new. So I updated it, but they changed the entire UI. Everything looks different. The tracks look different now. They have colored boxes around them, so you know what type of track. It's just different. So now I'm like, okay, well, I got to edit the stuff for the show, and some of the things that I knew how to do before is completely different here. It's not the same. So it's going to take some getting used to, but it's like when you're trying to do it and you're learning as you're going. That part made me a little worried that I wasn't going to be able to get the content created in time. But I did. You always look at something when you first get into it. You're like, whoa, it's new to me, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And that's the whole, not wanting to change which editor that you use because you're so used to the one that you have. You don't want to start over fresh somewhere and have a whole new learning curve, And
they know that too. The manufacturers, They know that.
Yeah.
Right. I switch back and forth depending on what I'm doing. I use 5 editors primarily for video, because certain things work better. Certain effects are better in others. Certain titles are better in others. And, that's only because I do so much damn video, and not just for drone related stuff, but for work as well. So,
Work.
Yeah.
What's work?
So, by the way, Chris, you had sent me a pick of the week, and I forgot to download it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm actually going to share your pick of the week now, because we both went, flying in New Hampshire, and I think the picture is really nice. So, I want to share this picture and talk about it.
I want to go to New Hampshire.
Yeah, that is Castle in the Clouds in Moultonboro, New Hampshire. It's up on the side of a mountain, and it's got that, and it's also got a carriage house. And if you see behind you can actually see the foliage coming in at the top of the mountain. And if you have seen my new video on my channel, I actually flew up into that mountain to catch all the foliage.
ooh,
So, I'm all around there in that area, and there's like a valley there. And if you look at even that picture that I had on Best of the Rest, I was up at the top of the mountain, and I was just looking out to Lake Winnipesaukee. And so it was kind of like a valley, and you could just straight line of sight, man. No signal issues. I was almost about 2 miles out. Not really that much, but.
And it shows you, actually, that picture is a good representation of how big Lake Winnipesaukee is, because where we met up originally, everything was mostly green. The amount of rain that they got has slowed the foliage from coming in, so it was mostly green. And Chris ended up taking the north side of the lake, and I ended up staying on the south side of the lake and went into Laconia. And it just shows you he was up there by what was that house called again? Castle in the
Clouds. It's in the Ossipee Mountains.
Yeah.
I bet.
Go ahead, bud.
Do you name anything normal?
In New England, no.
And
No.
Coochie Coochie, and
No.
We've got a lot of Native American names up here for certain things, because
Connecticut,
yeah,
Yep.
Acushnet, Mattapoisett,
Illinois.
everything is set.
anything that ends in ET.
Yep, SETT. May-O-S-E-T. Yeah,
Pawtucket, Woonsocket.
a Coxet.
Yeah, there's
anyway.
a lot of Native American history in this part of the United States. So a lot of I grew up in Taunton, and Taunton used to be called Kohanit, and it was Indian derived name. So there's a lot of history out here, but some of the names I agree are definitely. It's especially like one of my last videos that I still don't know how to say it. It's a Nantasket Bay.
Oh, Nantasket.
I don't think it's called Nantasket Bay though. It's Nantasket Bay or something like that.
Casket.
Nantas.
Is that a funeral home? Fast casket.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go, bud?
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta get up early.
All right, fast casket.
Great show.
Later, man.
Once again, Paul.
Good to see you, bud. Always good to see you, bud.
Joe, nice meeting you. Y'all fly safe.
Have a good night, brother.
Have a good one.
Isn't that the rhyme that once was a man from Nantasket? That's a
No, that's Nantucket.
Nantucket.
Yeah, that's Nantucket.
I'm not going any further.
Yeah, we're not gonna go any
He knows
further.
that. He knows that. He knows that. He knows.
Wedgenbigg permanently banned from YouTube if I go through that thing.
Once a man from
No, we don't want that.
Provincetown, Mass. There's another one.
We have to say though, like a lot of us here live in New England, and it's a great area because it's not just historic, it's scenic, and it's not a really far drive to go anywhere to see either, to be scenic or to be historic. So to live in this area, I've been in this area all my life, and it kind of doesn't get old. I mean, you go to the same spot a lot, but weather's different, times are different, and things like that. But we're just very lucky to be in this kind of area in the country. At least I think so, anyway.
Yeah, and while I was out in New Hampshire, I was able to actually capture a historic ship, and I created a short. I actually going to share the short here. I know a lot of people have already seen it, but for those that haven't, this is headed. It's in between Alton and Laconia. It's one of the scenic views they have. There's a few of them along that road, and yeah, this is just beautiful.
If anybody. Get my boat on there.
And thanks to Gary, Brant Ariel's in there pushing the like button for me, brother. Appreciate it.
So that sped up just a little.
Just a little bit. I clipped the entire clip that I wanted for the shot, and I just made sure to adjust it so it fit exactly where I wanted to. So it is very slightly sped up.
That's still like sport setting, probably? Yes?
No, I was in normal.
Really? Wow. I love chasing boats. I want to do this so much more.
Great.
Yeah,
Very cool.
so-
Very
So
soon.
does anybody else know the name of that ship other than me and Paul?
That's Minnow.
The
I used to know.
The Mount Washington. I went on that when I was like 7 years old, man.
Wow.
My dad took us on a trip through New Hampshire, and we got to go on a cruise of Lake Winnipesaukee, and it was incredible, man.
That's
Yeah.
neat.
I mean, and if you look at right at the beginning of his video, if you look in the distance, you can actually see the mountain that I was at, probably around the same time he took that video.
And yeah, and I was saying that if you watch that video, when you look along that mountain line, you can actually see the foliage in there that wasn't where we were at. And I actually had to go there. It's funny because I said, oh, well, I'm going to have to tell Chris I'm sorry, because the whole week we were talking about going there, and everything I was looking at was saying the foliage was going to be good this week.
Track is awful.
Garbage. Okay.
Those
But it was not a wasted trip. That's the insane part. Lake Winnipesaukee is so beautiful, and the sky was so nice.
It'll always reward you.
Yeah, it was great to go. So I'm planning to go back and capture the foliage again when it's in. Hopefully I don't miss it. Hopefully the weather is permitting this coming weekend, because I want to go up there and I really want to get a video with the foliage. So I only recorded very little video there. That's why I only had a couple of short clips that I put out.
It's too bad.
I really want to go there, and I want to do a video with the foliage there.
Yeah, you know though, what I actually like is the foliage mixed in with the green, because once they all turn, that green is kind of just given to the evergreens, and it's nice to actually have a few of the those trees still have some of the green, so you still get the reds and the yellows and the oranges, but to have that extra color in there is great. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm going to the Berkshires hopefully this weekend. I'm not too sure. We're gonna see.
Nice.
I mean, I got a route planned, so
yeah.
So
I'm gonna do hashtag USDS in the chat for your chance to win a custom United States Drone Society coffee mug. It's already 8:51. We still cut out saying
And
hi
wash
to
only.
person individually, and we're still running out of time.
Time flies, I guess.
Yeah, Trucker Steve right here. He says the foliage in parts of Vermont is already gone because of the rain. Now, I've seen a lot of people posting their videos this week of Vermont's foliage, because where these people were at were actually it was peak there, in the higher elevations, mainly in Vermont, upper New Hampshire, and Maine. That's where the foliage was. So, and like he said, it's because of the rain. Yeah, they just got a lot of healthiness to them, and they still didn't want to change. So, yeah, I mean, from what I saw, as long as you get into the higher elevations, and I'm sure it's going to change, it'll probably be peak where we were this weekend coming up. So, and I'm hoping the Berkshires are like that as well.
What drone was that you used for that picture, Chris?
Oh, the Air 2S. I brought my Mini 2 with me as well. I was going to have my dad fly with me because he came along, but he was kind of like, yeah. So,
Hey, how's the audio sound on this bear vlog?
Oh,
sounds good.
Keith,
Yeah.
right? You'll use it.
Yeah, I am right now. So,
It sounds great.
great.
sounds
Cool.
It sounds
Awesome.
like a really good mic. I'm glad you took the initiative to get that. I mean, you asked me about it.
Yeah.
A few weeks
I was
ago.
happy you shared it. So
Yeah.
All right, good luck, everybody. I'm gonna roll for the winner.
Great.
Alex.
Alex.
Awesome. Alex is the winner. That's
Congrats.
Don't
awesome.
put it in the dishwasher.
Oh, great. Alex.
Congratulations,
Man,
Alex.
It's a great mug.
Congratulations, Alex. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this week's visual perspective, and then after that, we'll give away the Mini 2 ND filters. So if you actually want, you can do, I'll put it's hashtag Mini 2.
I just experimenting.
Hashtag Mini 2 in the chat for your chance to win the Mini 2 ND filters, and I'll start collecting the names, and we'll play the visual perspective while we draw that, while we pull the names.
Great.
Good evening, I'm Visual Line of Sight. Thank you for your questions. Tonight's Red Star classification question comes from one Jerry Franks, and he writes, "Good evening, Visual Line of Sight. I have a question that needs an immediate answer." Really? "How can I get my wife on board for purchasing a new drone every time one is released? Thanks, Jerry." Are you kidding me?
We're waiting.
Nope. You may as well ask me to figure out nuclear fission, how to make a left turn in front of the mall, or how to put something together from IKEA blindfolded. He knows I'm not touching this one with a 10-foot pole, right? Try dinner and a date, a foot rub. Don't argue when she tells you to take out the trash. That would be a good start. Keep sending your conundrums to questions4VLOS@yahoo.com.
That's awesome.
He's like, nope, not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
That's awesome.
Hey, Paul, I think we should ask him, how can we turn the Patriot season around?
Yeah, there you go.
That's not even a question, man. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
How do I send that to Dave Dross? That's all I want to know.
So I'm going to share the screen. We're getting ready to roll this Mini 2 ND filter giveaway. Now's your last chance to enter.
Wow, not many people have a Mini 2.
Yeah. All right, good luck, everybody.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Jackson. That's awesome. All right, Jonathan, send me your address on Messenger, and I'll send that out to you this week. And Alex Haggert won the coffee mug, so I'll probably just hand it to him, and I still got to give Ken his.
Yeah. Now that I'm starting to feel a little better, we'll have to hook up sometime this week.
Maybe we plan a hookup when we go flying, and that way I can give you and him the mugs at the same time.
Yeah,
come on down to our area, man.
Yep.
Sounds like a meetup, man.
Yep.
Sounds like a Southern New England meetup.
But whoever else comes doesn't get a mug, so
I'll bring my own.
I already got one. I'm good.
All right, so we got a few minutes left, so I'm going to go around. I'm going to give everybody a chance to say what they want to say, promote what they want to promote. I enjoyed that everybody came out here this week. We're going to work on the beginning. Maybe we'll say hi to everybody, but we'll do it more quickly than we do normally. I kind of feel weird coming in and starting the show without saying hi to everybody in the chat. So, learning experience, we'll figure it out. I just want to try to make it so we're not taking up a quarter of the show saying hi to everybody, So with that, I'm going to bring up Jeff.
If you are on Long Island in the Port Jefferson area, I have a photo exhibition that's been up for about a month. It will be up until Friday, definitely, Saturday, really. And if you want to go see it, it's on the 3rd floor of the Village Center in Port Jefferson. Other than that, thanks a lot, everyone, for helping the community, and especially you, Paul. Thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. And I'm thinking it looks like Jonathan Jackson wants me to roll again. Is that correct, Jonathan? You want me to roll again? I appreciate having you here, Jeff. And again, I appreciate your help during that. Something as simple as that, I had no clue. It's learning experiences,
No worries.
That's what we do in the community. We have other people we can reach out to. I try to always figure out who's the best person that I can pick to help me, and I thought that you would be the person to help me with that problem, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. I'm glad I didn't fail you.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, brother, and if you get offline, make sure you share that content with us.
Definitely. I got a video coming real soon.
All right, Jeff. Thank you so much. So I'm going to wait. Jonathan, if you want me to roll that again, let me know. I'll roll before the show ends. I'm just waiting for his reply. With that, I'll go with Ken.
Hey, yeah, like I said, didn't really fly much. I've been sick, but I did fly tonight. So I uploaded some shots like about 10 minutes ago. And Angel, I mean, you're just crazy, just super crazy. Glad you're here. I missed the beginning of your interview and stuff, so I'll have to roll back and check it out. But just crazy. That's all I can say. Glad to have seen you here, and that's it. So hopefully everybody have a safe week. Fly as much as you can. Share, like Paul said, share, and we'll see you soon.
All right, Ken. Thank you so much. And I
appreciate that, man.
I see that Alex said he would love a meetup, so maybe we'll plan sometime this week if we can to get together. So we'll.
Yep. I'm busy
on.
I'm busy on Tuesday, but other than that, let me know.
All right, we'll figure it out. All right, appreciate having you here. I hope you have a great week, man.
All right, you too. Take care, guys.
See you.
And Keith, how you doing? Glad to have
I'm
you here
doing good.
tonight.
Yeah, me too. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. And I don't have anything to say other than get out there and fly this week, catch some colors as they change, and do it safe, do it right. Make sure you get your drone back, and we'll catch you here next week.
All
Hey
right.
man, that bear vlog microphone sounds really good.
Awesome.
Really,
Yeah.
really
For
clear.
$40, you can't beat it.
$40. Yeah. So if anybody really wants, a type of lapel mic for, doing some recording, like vlogging or anything, check out the Bear Vlog
It
mic.
sounds better than yours, Chris.
I know it's like $40. I got the Bear
Which
Vlog.
one? Yeah, I was just gonna say, isn't that the same brand that you have?
Yeah. Keith was
Yeah.
actually reached out to me a few weeks back, and because I had mentioned it on a live stream about the Split Bear Vlog mics, and glad to see it. Sounds really good.
Yeah, I'm glad it is. Like I said, for $40, you can't beat that. You don't have to spend $300 on the DJI one.
Yeah, and they come with two of them and the receiver. So
Right, right, and a case that charges them.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Like AirPods.
I've only
All right,
charged it once.
Hey,
Thank you
thanks
so
a lot.
much for being here tonight, brother. I hope that you have a great week.
Yeah, you too, sir. See you. See you guys.
Bye, man.
And Jim.
I am just happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive for another day, and I'm happy to be flying this whole weekend. Of course, I don't post when I fly, but I do it for me. It's mental health, so that's what's most important. Anybody who's got some issues they want to talk about, there's always people ready to listen. You don't have to post everything you fly. You're still accepted in this group, and that's why I love this group so much. So this is for you guys. It's not for me. I'm not promoting myself. I'm promoting the USDS because it's worth it. So thank you for everything you guys do, and happy 50th anniversary.
Oh yeah. 50 episodes is crazy, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate having you here tonight, Jim, and great words of wisdom right there. And hopefully we can get together and go flying before the snow hits, man.
Yeah, I'm always willing. Sometimes I got to have my cage door opened a little bit, so I can get out.
All right, well, you have yourself
soon.
you have yourself a great week, Jim, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you throughout the week.
Yeah, catch you soon, buddies. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Speaking of snow, if it does snow, I do want to fly this year to get all the nice snow shots because we didn't get much snow last year at all around here.
And do some waypoint stuff so we can get some season change stuff.
Yeah, that would be nice too. I've still got one that I need to capture before the end of the year because I did it in the winter. So I think I might want to catch a fall shot on the Cape.
All right, and with that, we'll bring Dom in. Dom, you're muted.
Yep. Just want to say thank you to everybody.
Wow, that was easy. Thank you so much, Dominic, for being here. I appreciate you being willing to cover at the last minute for Chris there. Always. All right, I'm sure I'll be talking to you throughout the week, brother. And now that you're getting into your summertime, you got to start posting more photos, brother. Right.
It's still pretty cold here for some reason. So hopefully it warms up soon so I can do that. Yep.
All right, brother. Have a good week.
No worries. Bye-bye.
All right. And the guest of the hour, Angel, I'm going to give you the floor. Remember, we've had Nightbot promoting your channel every 5 minutes. So say what you want to say, promote what you want to promote.
I guess thanks for having me here. It was awesome. Like I said, thanks to everybody that subscribed to my channel. My YouTube is at the Drone Guy 42. I also have Facebook, Angel Santos. My Instagram is the Drone Guy 42, and I also have TikTok, the Drone Guy 42. Like I said, just go out there and fly whatever you have. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the latest drone. I mean, whatever you have in your pocket is it's the good drone. So I guess enjoy flying and don't worry about anything. Just fly. And like I said, everybody here is a great community. I mean, everybody's so great at what they do. I mean, I enjoy watching all this awesome photos and videos from everybody. Everybody does a great job, and it's awesome. It's like it's a great community, and I'm glad to be part of it. So I mean, like I said, and listen, thanks for having me here, and it's my pleasure, my privilege to be part of you guys and be here. So everybody, just thank you for everything. Seriously,
Yeah,
thanks for having me here.
Angel. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, I was gonna see you. It's the first time on the show. I see you in the chat, but this is your first time on the show. You're always more than welcome to come back and join the open chat if you want. I always have Nightbot sharing the link to the open chat every so often. So you're more than welcome to join anytime you want, brother.
Yeah, awesome. It'll be a pleasure for me. It'll be great. I'll be happy.
All right,
for that.
appreciate having you here.
All right,
enjoy your week.
Thank you. Great. All right.
And Chris.
Well, I got a few things to say. We got the foliage coming up around New England right now. Everything's starting to peak in the north. Everything's starting to get near peak in the south of New England. Just try to catch all your, as much, content as you can and post it in the group, because we love this time of year because there's so much colors going on, and if you do want to see the video of Castle in the Clouds, you can head over to NB Drones at YouTube to see that video, and I'll be posting some more content soon, some pictures and some other videos coming up. And I also want to promote tomorrow, Ray Kelly, Monday night, Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly. Go take a look at his stream every Monday night at, I believe, 6 o'clock, right? Am I right? 6 o'clock. So that's what I got to promote this week.
All right, Chris. Right now it's getting to be around the holiday season. We got a lot of family holidays coming up. We have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas. So I just want to remind everybody, especially around the holiday time, that there are people out there who are struggling. And they might feel that they have to do it alone. I just want you to know that there's help out there for you. You can reach out. You can reach out to a member of, either a friend or a family, a member of the community. You can dial 988 on your phone. If it's serious, you can dial 911. You can reach out to, the local police station, fire department. Reach out anywhere where you can get some help. Don't do it alone. And especially, more importantly, actually, is to reach out to people in your community. Start with your family and friends and work your way through the community. And I'm sure that there are people willing to talk with you and help you out. With that, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I appreciate everybody that shared their content, and I hope you get out there and get flying this week and keep that content coming. And, the season's changing around here, so I know we're going to be seeing a lot of interesting captures, and I'm excited about it. So thank you so much. I'm going to roll the outro now. Everybody have a great night.
Good night.
Hey, Chris, I'm not sure if you were aware of this, but do you know that they just found a mummy in Egypt that's covered in chocolate and nuts?
Nope.
They believe they found the Pharaoh Rocher.